Okay, one more thing that I'd love to show you guys that would be great for virtual learning and still building those connections. You could set up a time weekly. It could be an office hour type thing. It would really be based on you and your needs for your classroom. But Google Hangouts is really awesome. It's a lot like Skype or, like a FaceTime option. It's similar to Google Meet, but Google Meet is based on a meeting structure. That's where you have the breakout rooms. That's where you'll be doing all of your instruction if we were to go virtual. But Google Hangouts is a really great tool to where you can create a group, and that group of students can participate in. It could be a video chat or it could be just messages. And what a great way to have discussions with students through that when they really do need that connection. That's a big missing link when we take face-to-face instruction out. When we're all virtual, we really need those students to be able to still talk to one another, because not everyone, has siblings, and some children have parents who are working all day and they're home and they're bored and they're lonely, and yeah, they may get to see each other quickly through our Google Hangout instructional Google Hangout, but there's still not that, there's a disconnect because you may have that first few minutes, you may do that weekly circle, that's great, but for a little extra or an added, and it may be on a needs basis, like I'm feeling that my kids are just really, really chatty and they're really wanting to talk. Okay, I'm going to set up this maybe one evening or one morning before, maybe an instructional Google Meet. You can go in here, you can create a group. So it's super easy. All you have to do is you just go to googlehangouts.com and it takes you to hangouts.google. Looks like this. And I'm trying to, okay. So what you want to do is you want to go to a new conversation. And then once you click new conversation, your contacts will come up, and all your students have this. They don't have to set up anything, and they figure out how to do this on their own, because as you see, these students here, with the exception of Brandy Lilligore, but these are all students that messaged me during all of this just to say hi or check in or I need help. I didn't ever really communicate with them too much on this just because I didn't know much about it. But if you're doing it in a group setting with all of your students, or maybe just a group that said that they needed it, or a group that you feel like you've not connected with, that you're maybe worried about even, that group of students, you come here, create a new group, and you can enter your students' names. So all of your students are right there. So let's see. Avery Olschick, I could add her. It's a student in 4th grade next year. I could add her. I can add all the other kids simply by searching. I put a check, and immediately I have this conversation, and I can message all of them. They can message back. We could make it a video chat. It's just simpler than having to create a meet, having to create a scheduled time. This is just more relaxed, chill. It's a good way to check in, a good way to keep working on building those relationships, even from a virtual aspect, and maybe hopefully something that you'd like to try with your kids if we were to have to go virtual. That's all I've got.